What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dice House and the DCUO commentary. Today, I want to bring you a little video here. As my previous video, I talked about getting back into PvP. Well, we're working on it right now. Just wanted to give out some few tips and everything, talking about different strats and everything like that you can use in arenas, so that you can, come out on top in your matches. First of all, most important thing is practice. Practice, 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 practice. All right, you don't get better unless you practice. All right, just because you were good at one time and you haven't been in it for a while doesn't mean you're still up to par on what's going on. Um, as you guys know, you guys have been watching my channel for a while. I used to PvP like every day. Every day, all night sometimes. Because of the season and everything like that, the way this current season's going on right now, haven't been able to get into PvP as much as I would have liked to the past couple of months. So I'm pretty rusty. I'm pretty freaking rusty. And I'm sure that's the case for a lot of people that have broken off from PvP for a bit. But there's those some people and all that have been staying in it. It's like this league that we're going up against here. They've been staying in it. There's more to PvP than just the 1v1s and everything like that. And I've been dabbling around, messing around with the 1v1s and everything, but I need to get back into arenas, man. We PvP'd a lot last night, and this is one of the matches right here. But we win some, we lose some. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. I know, I'm sure we'll get better and everything like that, but as time flies by, as time goes by, we get more practice in and everything. I'm sure we'll work on it. Anyways, talking about different kinds of strats and everything. Obviously, kiting is the name of the game on here in arenas and all that. Just people putting out just way too much damage and everything. Sometimes, especially in a fours match and all that, you don't have that second healer there to cover for the other healer if they're getting focus fired or anything like that. So it gets rough. It's really rough on the healer. So the name of the game in fours is kiting and avoiding the damage. All right, you can't sit in the pockets for too long and all that. Get your blue and get out. Obviously, some of the main targets. The main targets usually in a fours match is going to be like maybe the healer or the DPS. Sometimes the troller, but usually the healer or the DPS is going to be the main target. As you can see right here, our DPS and our healer right here, they were having a rough time. Like I said, you got to knock off the rust. But for the most part, and all that, if you keep yourself kiting around and everything like that, you should have some pretty good survivability in a fours match. The main thing, out next to that, the thing that any pre-made group needs to work on the most is power management. Trollers need to be on point with calling out who's needs to pop their supercharge. By supercharge I mean whatever support supercharge you have access to. Speed drain, word of power. For controller classes, obviously, you want to go with, if you're gadgets, you want to go with speed drain. If you are, hard light, quantum, or mental, obviously you want to go with the shield supercharge, like mental's bastion. That's the supercharge you want to use for that. Simply because, not only are you putting a shield on your group, but you're also giving power back to them. That's the one thing where gadgets is kind of lacking right now, is they don't have a good power supercharge to use. So, at least in regards to providing a shield for people and everything like that. So you want to look. I don't know if they're going to fix that or not. I know the bot's supposed to be getting like an upgrade to where the power that it puts out is going to scale with your VIT, but I don't know if it's going to be as good as, say, Bastion is for mental. So yeah, power management. You need to synchronize when you call those things out. You need to call them out mainly when the healer needs them, not whenever the DPS or the tank needs the power and everything like that. Because honestly, tank should be drinking sodas. DPS should be drinking sodas too. Which, I mean, not saying, nobody in my group was. I mean, we obviously were. I didn't have sodas on here because I'm trying to deal out some extra damage with my consumable right there. So that's why I'm, using what I've got on me. Plus, tanks rarely get focus fired in PvP unless, everybody else is down. Um, so, yeah. So, like I said, the power management, that's key and everything like that. Making sure that your power supercharges are being synchronized and only called out when the whole group needs them. And basically, just staying on top of that. Make sure the healer's got power to keep everybody alive, and it's also you're gonna need the power for using your powers and all that to do the kills and everything like that, getting the kills in the match. This was a tough match for us here. Obviously, you guys can see by the score, it's not going well for us. We did start to make a good comeback towards the end, but or at least we started to. But it was a little bit too late, a little too late for us. Next thing is focus fire. Focus fire. All right, as you can see right here is I'm staying on the controller because the controller was giving our healers some business. So I wanted to make sure that I kept him not only kept him from being able to get power out to the rest of his group, but also to make sure that to get some of the heat off of our troller. I'm sorry, off of our healer. So, like for focus fire targets, I mentioned before and all that, you may want to look at focusing on the DPS or the healer. For me, I prefer to go after the healer, especially right now because we're getting back into it and all that. Focus firing on the DPS rather is it's more defensive play. When you focus fire on the DPS. So because you're going to be, he's going to be getting interrupted. He's going to be getting juggled, bounced around, and everything like that. So it's going to really limit how much damage he's able to do. That's what I mean by defensive play. You focus fire on the DPS, and they're not going to be able to put out as much damage as they were. So that's always a good thing. The next target, if you want to, you can go after the healer and everything like that. Honestly, I prefer, since, if you have a tank, is sitting on the controller the whole time, though, so, switching over to the DPS is better, simply because, switching over to the controller is better, simply because, he's already getting worked on, all right? He's already probably, like, at half most of the time anyways, and all that. You get that quick hard switch onto him, right after the DPS goes down, and he's going to burn down pretty quick. Healers aren't going to be able to keep him up, especially when you're if the tank is keeping the POT debuffed on the controllers. Actually, it's a debuff on their VIT, so their POT is going to be a lot smaller. So doing that, making sure you're doing that and everything. The healer's going to be hurting for power anyways. So after the troller's down, if the DPS hasn't come back, then you go and you switch on to the healer. Like I said, tank's usually the very last target you want to go after, especially like fire tanks, because fire tanks, they get a bonus to heals. They've got extra health and everything, which a healer can strip away with a debuff move. But most of the time and all that, it's going to get cleansed pretty quick by the controller's instant power dump. So, that's really not something that I'd suggest, making a habit out of. You're going to get in, sneaky kill on a tank here and there, but usually it's going to be, it's going to be a rare occasion, especially if the entire group's up, for you to get a tank kill like that. So, that's pretty much it. Those are like the basics. I've talked about this in a previous video before about the power management, focus firing, and staying on target. staying on target to make sure that you can get the kills that you need to. You guys got any questions about any of that stuff and all that, or any tips or anything that you guys use? Let me know in the comments below. I'm interested in hearing your viewpoints too. Like I said, everybody wins, everybody loses. I wasn't happy about this loss, but at the same time, we learned, and that's the meaning of my league's name. When teaching, we learn. Hoping I helped teach you guys something, and I hope I learned some things from y'all as well. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked the video, please do so by giving it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Until next time, you guys all take care. Bye.